Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome to part 3 of the Fiero build series. In today's video we'll be reinforcing the rear end cradle mounts, front and back, as well as tying in the front end. I also lay out the Warber hood and cut that out, as well as some work on mounting the fuel tank and getting the brackets figured out for that. Lots of room for the front bars to come through now. Just a little junk to come through here. Two bolts, on each side to put the fenders back in. Make my own brackets up later to hold the rest. Hope you guys don't mind this old footage. It's a little lower quality. This is before I got the new Canon camera, so just have to mind the low quality mics for the first bit of this video. So right now I'm just drilling a couple holes through the front, I guess you'd call it firewall on a normal car, to tie in the forward down bars with the front frame rail. So I got the fender fitted up. Holes are drilled for the tube to come through. Got both bars cut. This one's already bent. Just doing some final fitment. See where we get. This is the old manual hydraulic pipe bender we have. Definitely a little bit of work. You feel it in your back at the end of the night, but it's very cheap and very effective. Scott did his whole car with it, and I've done almost my entire Fiero with it, so it's been a good tool to have around. So I have to go throw the hood on. Got these in place. See just how tight it's going to be. So we got the hood fitted. A little tight. We'll have to get rid of some of the headlight brackets. Not that I need those. Also got my fuel tank made up. So with enough clearance on the hood, I set these small tubes back just a little bit further on the plates and got them tacked into place here. Okay, so that's those bars fitted. Packed in here. Across there. So with these forward bars in place, let's move to the rear end and test fit the cradle again and get some support in the rear. Got lots of work to go, obviously. Today we're going to get these aluminum bushings fitted into the cradle and do a test fit of the cradle, and then get some bars in to support these, what I'm calling ladder bars, I guess you could say, from the main hoop coming back. So these bars will go from this main hoop support down to a crossbar from each cradle mount. So let's do a test fit. Let's get those tires chopped. Not better. I'm guessing this isn't sitting quite right. We'll see how it goes. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Oh. Yes, okay. Good. Alright. That went a lot smoother than I thought it would. Okay, so we're in place. And roll back and get those bushings in. They're fairly snug, so I'm going to tighten them right in. And hopefully they fit just right. I didn't want to pay for 4 pieces of aluminum. Not that they're too outrageously priced by a few companies, but pretty simple to make. And conveniently, Scott actually made them, so. Oh, they're perfect. Oh, those. They'll snug up though. Those fit beautifully. Thanks, Scott. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh yeah. Oh, snug. Okay. Snug fit. Cheap. Good. Come down a little bit. See if I can get it lined up. First shot. This jack is older than I am. Oh, here we go. Oh, not liking it. Not liking it. Some tippage. Get down there. Up there. Wherever. A little sketchy. Yeah, you can see we got some rust issues. So eventually I'm going to have to do a patch in here. This stuff's not looking too good. It's actually pretty solid considering how it looks, but we'll probably take it right back to here. Put a big patch in. Underneath is not so great either. But besides that, one more spot here, a little bit underneath, which isn't too bad either, really. There's lots of material left to go weld back to. This side is completely fine, which is, you know, be nice if both sides were like that. But besides that, the rest of this cradle is decent. So I just have to save that one corner. Everything back here is relatively good. There was one other spot I've forgotten about now. But yeah, this is the one rough spot. Stripped off all the old brackets and patch mounts. Got a lot of little patches to do there. That's going to be a lot of work. Still some old tubing left from when I braced the strut towers. We're also going to weld all around the cradle mounts eventually. So we'll finish getting this fitted and we'll go from there. So, that side's in. Well, lined up. This side's not. But we'll try to fit the crossbar in now and see how it goes. You know, a smart person probably would have put this bar in first, but I'm a little excited. Nice. Just do a little bend back here. Squeeze this thing in. Could always bend this back. Oh God. Why do I do these things to myself? Never bent that. It never got bent. It's fine. It's great. Oh wow. Did I just line that up perfectly? Excuse me. Alright. So, that is in place. Bushings are fit. Nice and snug. Take a look at the other side here. Awesome.
Tell me when you can see the light.
Okay.
Do a little
I'll show
spark.
you. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, so we got those down bar supports in. Going down to the crossbar that goes from each cradle mount. Side as well. Pretty snug fit. Had to make some changes over here to the coolant inlet. It's going up like this before. Cut her off. We'll TIG weld it this way. And it'll be pretty much perfect. The tensioner will be down the line. I'm going to have an electric water pump, so definitely have some stuff to work out there. It's going to be tight getting the belts in, but I'm pretty confident I can make it work. So next, I've got this rear bar cut for going between here. We'll get that fitted. So I also need to put a crossbar up here as well, but I'm not quite sure where that's going to go yet, just because I'm going to do a heat extractor, or they call it a Warber hood vent here, so that's going to change potentially where I put the radiator. And I wouldn't mind trying to move the radiator up as far as possible. It was mounted here before, So it's already in stock configuration fairly far forward, but with all this room I might be able to do something a little different and extract that heat through the front of the car up and out. So yeah, door bars are cut and ready to go in, but I don't want to climb in and out of this thing just yet, so we're gonna hold off on those. Maybe I'll tack them in and get the crossbars fitted as well, or supporting bars. Besides that, we're getting pretty close. Steering rack needs to go in some point, so I'm gonna have to put the seat back in. Got the original stock mounts down here. I'm gonna end up changing that up. Not quite sure yet, but we'll see. Everything's still stock up front here, suspension wise. I'm still kind of thinking things through. Might make some changes, might just start by running it stock for now. But we'll see. There's another channel, I forget his name right now, I'll drop it in the description below, but he did a wicked push rod setup, and this is where my fuel tank's going now, so I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'm definitely inspired to maybe try to put or fit some kind of push rod suspension up here, maybe coming up and going forward like this, but we'll see. That'd be pretty difficult, and I'm on a budget, and very soon we'll probably start fitting the gas tank up here, lowered right down on the steering rack and front cradle. I have no idea how this hole saw is still working. Bye Lennox, guys. It's only a little sketchy. Drill press is kind of buried behind my car right now, so I don't really want to unbury it. But that works pretty effectively. So, here we are with the rear bar in place, and I got some extra braces going in. I still need to put some 45s in here on both sides, and probably one more midway up down to here. Take a look at what we got going in the front. Starting to lay out the Warber hood, so I know where I can place this tube going across, just how low or high or where exactly I can go with it once that's in place. So maybe we'll record cutting that hood, because can't really go back from this. still.
Oh boy, look at that.
Might have to cut farther back. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going back at least another 5 inches. Get it. That's better. So, front crossbar is in. Needs a little bit more fitment work, and as you can see, the hood has been cut, and that's got a whole nother bunch of work to be done too, but we'll get to that in the future. For now, this is about the whole size I want in the front for the heat extractor, or whatever you want to call it. And let's fit that bar and get it welded in. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Just gotta deburr it.
I gotta do all these.
I'm really loving the way this looks. So, for now, let's get these, show you what I'm doing with the fuel tank. That front crossbar in place. And start working on where I want to position the fuel tank. Kind of jumping around here. 2 straps will come over here, over top of the fuel tank, and lock it down to this framework, which will be most likely bolted or riveted in over here. So, I got the brackets mounted up for the fuel tank, just roughed in, not looking too pretty right now, but that'll come later. So, fuel tank mount has been fitted. It's just temporarily riveted together for now. It was in place up here. So, you see that hole there. Eventually,
will be bolted there through. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to fit in right now. So that bolt hole, the taper-headed bolt up here that goes through with some rubber hose and obviously a nut underneath to secure that in place. And then we'll rivet it on the side walls just in case if there was ever an accident. The rivets will want to tear out, but this will be secured to the cradle in the center. I want to mount the tank absolutely rigid. I want it to move if there's an accident so it doesn't just get crushed and pierced. So that's all done. Got to weld that bracket up before it can be finally installed. Once I rivet it in, I'll put that bolt in and line this with some rubber, line that with some rubber, and maybe around the fuel tank. Then there'll be some brackets that come over top of the fuel tank, secure it down, and that should be good for fuel. Now, with that out of the way, I can get some welding done now. Get these front joints welded up. The bars inside I gotta weld up as well. And all this back here. Wire wheeled all the joints, prepped them, and they're good to go to weld. I was gonna weld this stuff up, guys, but I'm out of welding gas. So we'll save that till next video. And what we'll get to in the next video as well, I'm going to tack these door bars in on both sides. That one's not sitting there right now. But we'll get that tacked in for now. And then get the cross braces in. Cross brace in from here down to this bar here. And then from here up to this down bar here. Once that's tacked and fitted, we'll just take them back out because I don't want to climb in and out of the car. I think I mentioned that already. Then we'll put the seat back in. With the seat in, I can position my steering column where I want it on the crossbar here. And with that done and out of the way, almost all the bars are in structurally. The only thing is in the future, well, I do want to put some down bars from that down bar there, down to this crossbar. So a bar from here up to here, just to tie that in, and as well as over here, but I'm not quite sure on that just yet because I do want to do a funny car containment on this car just because it is a T-top as well, so I'd feel a little better having a little more over my head and probably have a crossbar in here eventually. So, you know, I keep saying it's pretty much done, but we still got a long way to go. But lots of progress today, or the last couple days here, and I haven't been working on it too much the last couple months, so obviously some of this footage is from over the last 3 or 4 months, and you can tell it's on the GoPros, but now I got the Canon here. So hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and we'll be back with more progress on the Fiero and soon enough.
So before we leave, we wanted to give you one last run out of the 283. It's been running great for us so far, but it's also 60 years old, so it's about time we get into the bottom end and see how things are looking down there. Hope you guys have enjoyed the progress on the Fiero, and we'll see you guys soon enough on the 283 teardown.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, and we got ethanol gas to prime it.
Oh, darn.
Okay, hit it.
Started good.
Started right up.
Yeah.
I don't want to take it apart.
Yeah, I know. I bet it's so good.
Why is Kate apart?
Because it's 60 years old.
You gotta catch it a bit.
Yeah, who knows what we'll find underneath, but like it runs good, but
There's absolutely no valve train noise right now.
yeah, compared to when we first got it,
Yeah.
it's certainly come a long way. Be interesting just to know maybe if somebody stuffed a cam in it at some point. But I guess not really. That doesn't really sound
What
like
I don't know is if after a certain year, did they come with power pack heads automatically, or were they just the regular heads? Because these
Yeah.
ones with the triangle, those are power pack. The regular heads would have been just straight across.
Yeah.
But it had a 2-barrel on it, so
Yeah, that's weird.
power pack usually was with a 4-barrel or 2-bores.
When is next time we will take this big baby apart? Really big.
Yeah, nice.
There's just one little part.